Hello.
Welcome.
We're not doing one of them.
We're not going to do a welcome. This is good start.
Good start. This is weird.
This is weird for us. This is our podcast. Welcome to our podcast.
It's the first ever and first of many, hopefully. But I suppose it's weird, like not looking at a camera. It's weird, like filming a vlog, but looking at you. I don't know how I feel about this.
We're sat literally on the smallest table, staring into each other's eyes because we're in a small room. We're so close together.
It's so close together.
And this is strange for us. We're guessing if you're here listening that you watch us on YouTube.
Maybe not, though. This could bring in like new people.
It could. So
welcome if you're new.
Yeah. And we are actually filming this for the YouTube channel as well.
Yes. But a different YouTube channel.
Yeah. So you can catch us on there as well.
If you want to see like the live version of it, as in how we look when we're filming this, and see just how close we are to each other. So
if you don't know who we are George and Lucy. We're from the Juicy Vlog, which is the name of our YouTube channel.
It is.
And we, for a long time, really, have wanted to make a podcast.
I think it's very different to anything else we've ever done. We're very used to having our YouTube channel and looking at the camera and it all being about image and not like putting it on at all, because we're very real in our videos. But this is like very raw compared to the normal stuff. Like, we're not editing this. We're going to upload whatever we film, whatever we record, and just kind of see what happens. Whatever
comes out, and you guys are going to hear everything. So we wanted a place where we could, as Lucy says, obviously our videos are real, but our vlogs and our videos are also, it's an entertainment show.
Yeah.
And we plan shots, we plan what we're going to say in them.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but
it's not scripted at all before like we get comments on that,
but we say things like, okay, we want to talk about this in today's vlog. Let's go to the beach. Let's set the camera up here. Let's kind of get this shot. But on this, we kind of wanted a space where we could literally just talk and just openly and laid back, relaxed, unedited, raw.
Thank you, Parrot.
Can you think of any other words?
As well as the videos, you're going to parrot me on this as well. George has a tendency to, like, if I say something, he'll like repeat it, but like with two different words, and he's like, "This is my idea," and I'm like, "No, I've already said it."
No, most of our ideas are joint ideas.
All right.
So anyway, what is this podcast going to be about? That's what you want to know. That's why you're here.
As we're saying, like it's raw, it's cut back. We don't have a huge idea on what we're going to say in each one. I suppose we might think of a title or maybe a subject we want to talk about or cover, but it's not going to be planned in any way
or scripted.
So literally, how we've started today is we've opened up the Mac, we've written podcast number 1, welcome. That's all we've got. We're not sure where this is going to go, how long it's going to be. I think overall we might aim for them to be, I don't know, like half an hour, 40 minutes long.
Yeah, probably, because we want to get into some like deep conversations. This is the other thing about the vlog. Our vlogs are obviously like 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
We can't always talk about all the things we want to talk about in depth. So on here we want to, it's going to be stuff about our relationship. It's going to be stuff about things just going on, especially on YouTube and Instagram.
And our views on like life as well, because we've got quite a big message of like do the thing, which is what we've titled this. And that's kind of like, we're going to be bringing a lot of that into this and going into more depth than we can on our videos.
The title of the podcast, as Lucy just said, is Do the Thing. These are kind of 3 little words. If you follow us on Instagram or YouTube, these are 3 words that we kind of live by, really.
You can apply them to everything.
And if you're thinking, what the hell does do the thing mean? It's not even very good English.
It's really bad English.
Then it actually, all it means is do the thing that you love. We watched a video on Facebook earlier, and it was one that's been shared millions of times, so you might have seen it. A guy gets a piece of paper and he draws out a timeline. And at the start of the timeline, there's life. At the end of the timeline, there's death.
I think it's birth and death, because like life's the rest of it.
So at the start, so like he says like
0 to 80 basically.
Yeah, he says being a kid's cool.
Is nice. He said.
Is nice, and retiring's nice. He said not everyone. He said a lot of people write off the in-between bit, and looking at this, visualize it now, this timeline, looking at it, it's like a crazy, it's the majority of your life.
Yeah.
So do the thing you love. We think that middle bit should be spent, doing something that you want to do, and not wishing away the week and waiting for Friday and all that kind of stuff.
And like actually having something as like what you'd call your job, like how you earn your money and like how you live your life, not having a job for the sake of your paycheck.
Completely.
And the money you get from it. So like if you're not enjoying your job but you're doing it because it pays well, quit your job. Like do something you enjoy. Because if you're literally doing it for money and the sake of like 2 days a week, then what are you doing?
Do something about it.
Yeah.
We want the podcast to be based on ideas that we have like that, go into more depth on that.
And also like relationshipy stuff, I think.
Relationship stuff, because it's at the end of the day, it's me and Lucy in a room sat down. That's just asking for trouble. And also what we do like behind the scenes, because on the videos and YouTube and Instagram and stuff, we don't necessarily, because we're providing content for those platforms, our content isn't talking about making the content. Mm-hmm. So maybe this could be a place where, you know, we talk about how we get brand deals. We talk about how we edit our, you know, we talk about the processes and the things, the cogs that kind of work behind the scenes of how we produce our content.
And we kind of want to do like a Q&A maybe at the end of each video. So like, if once you've listened to this, how are we going to do this? Is it going to be on Twitter?
Well, I think if you're listening through the Anchor app, then you can ask us questions. If not, we'll put our Twitters, we'll make our social media available. We have no idea what we're doing really, but
we're not sure how it works or how the layout is. This isn't going to work if we keep talking over each other. Maybe we need like a cue and it's like my turn.
No, it's fine.
Right. So another reason, like, so we went to a podcast group. When was it? Like 2 months ago?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Itching my hand. I got a really bad itch at the moment.
Brilliant.
It's so hot in here as well.
It's really
Sorry
warm.
to say.
We've had to shut the windows.
We want the sound to be good, so we've had to shut all the windows and we're pretty much about to faint.
Brilliant. So we went to this podcast thing and it was like a group of Brighton people that have like their own podcast. They're thinking of starting a podcast, and we went along because we kind of thought, what can we take from that and bring to our YouTube channel? That's where we got our idea for Brighton Bloggers and Vloggers, which is our event that we held, and like the group of people that do that kind of stuff in Brighton, which was great for us. But when we were there, we were like, I don't know if podcasts are really for us. Like, I'm not sure. I can't see us doing one. Maybe in the future, not sure. But like the last few weeks, we've been listening to podcasts, and I think they're so good because if you're on the go and you don't have time to like sit down and literally watch a video or read a book, if you're driving along in your car or you're running to the gym or you're like doing anything, you can have it on in the background. So you don't have to be visually concentrating on it, but just using your ears just to like listen. Like, it's such a good use of time, I think.
Yeah.
And that's kind of made us think, hang on, why aren't we doing this? Like,
and yeah, when we came out of that meeting, that group, we were like, damn, we kind of love to do this, but we don't know
how would it work?
Quite how to do it. How would this work with us? You know, our YouTube content's very upbeat. It's very entertaining. We don't just want to try and replicate that in audio form. But recently there's some changes going on in mine and Lucy's live, which all will be revealed very soon. Huge changes. All will be revealed. And the kind of thoughts that we have and the stuff we want to talk about suddenly fell into place. It's like, this is perfect for a podcast. This is perfect for audio form, not necessarily perfect to go in our vlogs.
Literally. Spot on.
And we're going to get guests on as well. It's not just going to be us two rambling on. We want to, because of what we do, we're kind of, I hate the word influencer. That's going to be a different topic, I think. We're content creators on YouTube, Instagram, all the social platforms. A blog is coming very, very soon, a written blog. So we obviously are going to be talking about that quite a lot. So we want to get people that we know, friends of ours, and also people, that we admire. We'll try and get on as guests and talk about how they did it. Maybe you listening want to get into some of the stuff we do.
Like big and small people as well.
Yeah. So
not like in terms of size of them, like
not like height.
Or like weight. I mean, maybe like diversity is great.
Anatomy size.
What? Don't be weird. It literally took like 2 minutes and you've already gone weird.
Are we going to swear on this? Can't swear on YouTube.
Can I swear?
I think you can swear on podcasts.
Shall I swear? What should I say?
We'll say whatever you want. What's your favourite swear word?
I don't really have a favourite.
Don't you?
Like, maybe we'll start this with like, shit.
Bastard. Bloody.
Stop it. This has now gone like non-PG. This is the first time we've been rude on the internet.
Okay. All right, cool. So I guess that's really it for episode 1. This is kind of, unless you got anything else you want to talk about, but this was just a kind of intro episode. Firstly, for us to test it out, we've got 3 different cameras, including a bloody iPhone filming us, because we want to, obviously, if we're going to upload this on YouTube, we're going to make it as visually appealing as possible, but primarily it is a podcast. So we hope the sound quality is okay. We ordered some microphones that we could just about afford on Amazon literally yesterday. Lucy was emailing. We were separate yesterday. Lucy was emailing me saying, "Have you ordered the fucking microphones yet, George?"
Stop, like, look, literally, just because you're allowed to swear,
you
don't swear normally, so don't, like, stop being really sweary.
You didn't even swear. Lucy was like, "Have you ordered the microphones yet?" She was like, because time was ticking for Amazon Prime. You get like 3 hours to order for the next day delivery or whatever. And I was like, "No, I haven't. I'm researching. I want to get the best, like, for our kind of budget." So we hope the quality is okay and acceptable.
If it's not, like, don't tell us, because that'll upset us.
Yeah, we'd rather not know. But we would appreciate feedback. Like, let us know. If you have any direction for this podcast, any ideas, because we very much appreciate feedback, especially on YouTube.
Yeah.
You guys, if you're our regular audience listening to this, you've recommended videos for us to do. You've asked us to talk about certain topics and things. So we're definitely well up for feedback, ideas, and generally, just talk to us. We're just lonely people sat in a room right now. So it'd be nice
it does feel kind of lonely here.
Be nice to have some other people involved.
Please, anyone.
Anything else? We can't do a Q&A for this episode.
No,
but
maybe like.
We want to sing a song or something, or
maybe we should.
No, we're not going to sing a song. Although, if you're a small music producer or a big music producer, and you would like to make us an intro, we're looking for a short, snappy. I mean, I've got a mate in mind that probably could make us this, and we've also got some artwork.
Wait,
created.
This is kind of like hopefully going to be here already when we put this up, isn't it?
The artwork's there. The artwork's live. So we have had some artwork commissioned just for us by our very, very talented very talented friend Jenny Latham.
Yes, Jenny Latham Illustrations on Instagram if you want to check her out. She's basically, we've commissioned her, gave her a little idea of what we wanted, and she's just come up with this really cool photo for us.
We think it's great.
So cool. And it's like different. Like, we were thinking of using like photos we've had taken and putting some text over it. We thought, why not actually design something that is for this podcast, like totally separate to anything else, which is, I guess, exactly what this podcast is, totally different to anything else we do. So it kind of matches up perfectly, really.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It is. So we'll leave it there.
If you have any questions, like we said, go and send us a message or a DM or comment on something on Instagram or Twitter. I'm sure we'll be able to find you, or on the Anchor app. But like we said, we're kind of new to this, so hopefully we've told you to go to the right places, but I'm not too sure we have.
And by the way, we're going to try and upload these. Well, not try. We're going to upload these weekly.
Correct.
It's going to be weekly podcasts to begin with. If we can increase that at any point, great.
Yeah.
But with everything else we do, weekly seems realistic for now. Okay. Well, we've pretty much turned our living room into a studio, so I guess we better pack away and put it back to normal and
that kind of
get it out again next time, or just leave this as a set up studio.
I mean, I don't want to have dinner this close to you. Like, I feel like we'd be having to share the same plate.
If you can see on that camera over there how close we are sat together.
Very close.
And I'm kind of leaning in. Anyway, thanks for listening to episode 1 of Do the Thing by the Juicy Vlog. I'm George.
One of many. Oh, and I'm Lucy. Over and out.
We'll see you soon. We won't see you soon. You'll hear us soon.
How do you end a podcast?
You don't really. Just kind of...
Just stop talking.
King of the road, trailer of sailoring.